Hi, everyone, and welcome to Women of a Particular Age podcast, where we discuss women's views, life lessons, and a little bit of sugar honey iced tea. My friend Heather, how are you doing today? You look so cute. You look good, girl.
Oh, thank you. Oh, hi, Tara. I'm doing great. I love your look today. It looks
Thank
very
you. This is
sexy.
this is my I have 10 wigs, and this is one of my
Hmm.
wigs. It's Bernadette, and I always like to
Mm,
keep it saucy. This way, my
yeah,
husband is dating different women. The
that's
same woman,
right.
but
He
a
never
different look
he
every
never
time.
knows which one. He never knows which one he's gonna, meet up
That's
with.
right. That's right. So we got to keep it saucy. So tell me,
Yeah.
how was your day today?
It was very busy, but it
Okay.
went very well. I bought a
Great.
new washer and dryer, so I'm very excited.
Ooh.
Yay! So I'll
Yes.
be
Don't you love
I
a
know.
new appliance?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I can't wait. It's
I know.
perfect. The one I wanted, both of them, and it's coming this Wednesday already. So, and then they're going to
Great.
take the old ones out. They're going to
That's
take
right.
them and put the new ones in. And
Right.
yeah, so I'm looking forward to my new
Okay.
appliances.
Good, 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 good. Okay.
How
I'm
were
so
you?
happy for you.
How's
I'm
your
happy.
day?
Okay. So
How
my
was
day
your
was
day?
good. I got up, went to church, came home, spent some time with my husband. I did my first podcast, which always do by myself. And then I got ready for this one. So
Hmm.
because I still got to do my other Frugal Felicia, I got to do some other stuff after this. So I just wanted to make sure I got on here. We talked about
Yes.
things. So that was my day. So listen, you guys, before we
Good.
get started, please like, share, and subscribe. Jollystudios at gmail.com, www.jollystudios.com, and at Heather Mola. Heather is on TikTok. She's on Instagram. She's on Facebook. Reach out to her. Subscribe to her. She'll speak with you. I keep saying that we're going to do a segment that's Ask a Mola. I'm waiting for
Yes.
Heather to create this segment. So I keep saying it because I'm waiting on her to create it. It is up to her. So as soon as she creates it, we'll have it, ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen. Okay.
Uh-oh,
All
you're
right.
putting me on blast.
That's right. I sure am. I'm going to do it today.
I noticed. Okay, all right.
All right.
I
So
gotta do my
listen,
homework.
Heather, what do we do before we get started? So, everyone, Heather, keep
Yes.
your mug up. Everyone. So,
Mhm.
listen, me and Heather decided that we wanted to change our podcast to mugs. We wanted to make sure that we put something on here that was beautiful. You could see something that was beautiful,
Mhm.
inspiring, and something that would lift you up. So mine says Black Girl Magic. Heather, what does yours say?
Mine says "Follow My Heart," and this one was
Ooh,
handmade. I bought it. I ordered it from Australia from an artist who makes handmade, ceramic stuff. And you can
okay.
pick your own message. You can put whatever you want. So I thought, usually people say follow your heart.
Yes.
I wanted to make it follow my heart, like,
Okay.
real, my
Okay.
heart.
All
So,
right.
yeah. So
Well, I
there it
think
is.
it's cute.
Yeah,
Okay. So you
this is
guys, that's
nice
what we're
too.
doing. We are doing
Yes.
mugs now. Okay.
Yes.
So listen, let's get started because we got a lot of stuff to cover. All right.
Yes.
All right, folks. So now listen. Me and Heather always like to try to find a topic that's inspiring. We also like to find topics where there are pros and cons, but we also like to have topics where we could really discuss real issues. So this time we wanted to make sure that we discussed a topic that we thought that would be good for women, which is how to recognize you are good enough. The reason
Mhm.
why I wanted to talk about this topic is because women sometimes are the ones that really catch it as far as us having to be a certain way, to look a certain way, and sometimes to be smart, to be really smart. And sometimes with women, we have to be we feel like we have to be in competition. And I wanted us to talk about this because I wanted us just to make sure that we understood that we are good enough the way that we are, the way that God made us. So let's
Yeah.
talk about the first subject of this, okay?
Mhm.
Which is acknowledging your achievements. Now, what I have on my list is create a list of things you're proud of in your personal, professional, and relational life. Revisit this list regularly to remind yourself of your worth. It's exactly as that, you guys. Write a list of things that you do well, that you're working on, and that you're obtaining to. And listen, go back to it as many times you need to so it can uplift you and keep you focused on your goals. Heather, what do you feel about that subject?
Oh, yeah. So, I believe, I'm a heavy believer in the journaling.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, definitely revisit your proudest moments when
Right.
you felt that, very grounded, happy. It
Mm-hmm.
just made you feel like you were like, wow, I feel really good about myself. So,
Right.
the goals you've reached. And so, like you said, I revisit, take a look at that list. If you have
Okay.
anything that reminds you, if you got some sort of certification, if you got some sort of card from someone, you did a great job, maybe you did something at work or an email or something.
Okay.
I In the past, I've put those kinds of letters and things in this one particular journal that I called my business journal. And
Uh-huh.
if I ever feel like, I'll go look there and I'll remember how many people's lives that I've touched, particularly maybe at work. It just
Okay.
reminds me that, that was one of my goals is wherever I work, I want to touch someone's life and be there like a mentor for someone. So, yeah, so that's what I do.
Okay. All right. So let's move on. All right. So the next subject is shift from perfection to progress. Now, this is one of the things I came up with. Allow yourself to be imperfect in some activities in your day or life. Figure out what is essential and do your best in these areas. Okay, so there's all of us, we all have a good and a bad. There's things we do well, things that we don't do well. And
Right.
it's always good for us to not focus on the imperfections, but focus on the things that we do well. And I would say I would say not work harder to attain it, but I would say perfect that craft or something that you do well. Heather, give us a quick synopsis of what you feel about this
Yes.
subject.
So it all boils down to taking small steps instead of
Yes.
just driving direct from a place that you feel like, oh, I'm zero to perfection. Is
Mm-hmm.
taking daily small steps towards
Okay.
that goal. And so and documenting achieved goals and how far you've gotten to look back and say, if you have a day that you're kind of like, but you know what, if I'm doing a little bit of something every day, that's awesome because
Right.
you're taking the extra time. If you don't do anything, you're not going to get anywhere. But if you do a
That's
little
right.
bit each day, you can reach that goal that you have.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay. So, you guys, our next topic under this is challenge negative self talk. This happens to all of us. Okay.
Mhm.
So, here's what I came up with. Negative thoughts are small twigs that block how you feel about yourself. Whenever you catch a negative twig thought, reframe it with a positive statement about how you are doing. So, taking a negative and turn it into a positive, it's really easy. If you get that negative thought, because sometimes I have those because I'm very hard on myself.
Mhm.
I'm kind of like a perfectionist. I want to do well, and sometimes when that happens to me, I will have to sit back and think about all the achievements that I do and the things that I'm doing well and the things that I can attain right now. Heather, what do you feel about that?
Well, one important thing is to learn how to recognize that negative self talk, okay?
Right,
And just really face it. We
right,
all, like you said, we all have it. We have that little voice inside of us that sometimes, oh man, or so what I say is create a counter positive like affirmation to
right,
elevate yourself, your
right,
mood, and say, it's okay. Maybe right now I'm having this thought. It's okay. We're all human. you know uh, we're going to have that, we're going to be the toughest critics are ourselves, and that's
right,
okay. That's just kind of giving you a little message. It's like a nudge. So
right,
I look at
right,
it as a nudge. Instead of saying, oh, I'm getting down on myself, I say,
right,
all right, I acknowledge it. It is
right,
a feeling that I have, an emotion, and it's
right,
okay. It's telling
right,
me to do something, to move
right.
forward, to not stay
Okay,
stuck in that feeling.
okay. Sounds
Mhm.
good. All right, I like that. I like that. Okay, so on to our next one. Our next one, folks, is stop comparing yourself to others. And then this is what I
Mhm.
wrote down. Focus on your path and celebrate the qualities that make you unique. Not to be honest with you guys, I don't really compare myself to anybody else. I actually compare myself to me. So that's what makes me crazy. I compare myself to me, and once again, I'm hard on myself. So I don't necessarily compare myself to anybody else. I compare myself to how I feel that I'm doing. Heather, what do you feel about this subject?
So for me, I focus on myself, on my own life, whether it's personal, career, whatever business or financial goals I have.
Right,
So I do, I just remind myself that everyone may seem to be in a better place than
right,
you are, but we're
right,
all in it together in this real world and this
right,
life. Nothing is perfect.
right.
Nothing is, because we are imperfect beings.
Right.
So I say focus on yourself
Hmm.
and do the things that you need to do to
Right.
make you feel better about yourself and have a better
Uh-huh.
life.
Okay.
There's no comparisons to make because we are all unique. And so I
That's right.
say, yes.
That's right.
Mhm,
Okay. All right.
mhm.
Sounds good. I like that. I like that even better. Okay. All right. So, you guys, our next one from under this topic, because we have a lot of subtopics
Yes.
that we like to try to get through before we get to the movie.
Mhm,
All right. So, our next one is set boundaries and prioritize self care. This is very, very important for women to do. Set boundaries and setting boundaries our health is healthy, so release any guilt about creating a healthy space for you. Well, this is one of the things I talked about in my podcast. For me and my husband, we like to sometimes do things together and we like to do things separately, just because
mhm.
we like to make sure that we're fulfilling ourselves separately but together. There's nothing wrong with that. It's cool with that, and that's one of the things I like to do as far as boundaries. Heather, what do you like to do as far as boundaries?
Well, as far as the boundaries, not saying yes to everyone and everything that is asked of you, which is really
Right,
hard, I think, as women, because we're asked to do a lot of things. And even if not, we're not asked, we feel like we have so many responsibilities, right?
right,
And that we have
right,
to
right.
take care of so many different people,
Right,
whether it's our children, husband, whatever it might be.
right,
So I say it's okay to say no. Do the things that you really want to enjoy. You can say no to maybe
right,
something that you're not that particularly don't really want an
right,
outing or a particular event that you don't want to go to. It's okay. Don't go, because if you're not really feeling it, you
right,
don't, I mean, it's
right,
okay. Go another time when you
right,
feel better. So
right,
I just feel like,
right,
that can lead to burnout too. When you're always saying yes, yes, yes to everything, you need time to take care of yourself and not to burn yourself out. So you got to find
right,
that balance, and you can't please everyone all the time. So you know what? Look internally and please yourself. Okay? Because
right,
not everybody's going to say yes to you and everything you want either. And that's okay too. So I say, learn your boundaries with people, whoever they are. And
hmm,
just once in a while, you just need to say no. And you don't have to
okay.
give a reason.
All righty. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do, folks. Just because we just for time's sake, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this part. But this is what the conclusion is. The conclusion is embracing your enoughness. Okay. And what we came up with at the end is enoughness is a state of being enough. Although you may want more, you are perfectly fine at this moment. So that means live in the moment. Don't be so critical. Don't be so hard on yourself. Take time out for yourself. Give yourself time to evolve. Give yourself time to nourish it or to nurture, if it may be a career, if it's a hobby, a podcast, a friendship, a relationship. Okay. All right.
Yes.
So, folks, we're gonna move on. Me and Heather are going to move on. So let's take this stuff off the screen and let's talk to you about what we really want to talk about. All right. So me and Heather saw this lovely, cute little movie, and the name of the movie is 80 for Brady. Okay. Let's find a picture because I have one for y'all folks, these cute women. Ta-da!
There they are.
All right, so ladies, so folks, this is a Netflix movie. It came out in 2023. It's an hour and 39 minutes. It was produced by Tom Brady. The description of the movie is four best friends live life to the fullest when they embark on a wild trip to see their hero, Tom Brady, play in the 2017 Super Bowl. Now, the stars of the movie that you see on the screen is Sally Fields, Jane Fonda, Rita Moreno, and Lily Tomlin. Okay. Now, I absolutely loved this movie. I thought it was really cute. Now, one of the reasons why I picked this movie, and not just so much because it's an older movie, so I know a lot of people have probably seen it. I picked this movie because just last week, me and Heather talked about women celebrating women. And in this movie, women are celebrating women. There's a lot of things going
Yes.
on. There's a lot of things happening I don't want to tell you about because you really got to go see the movie. I thought the movie was cute, even though Tom Brady produced the movie. He
Yes.
was one of the stars of the movie
Yeah.
and he was the narrator of the movie.
Yes.
So he made sure we knew it was about him.
Yes.
Okay. But I still thought the movie was cute.
Yes.
I have to tell you, my favorite part of the movie, once again, was the women supporting each other, but also when mm, I'll say at the end, and you guys will have to see it at the end, how they just continue to keep the tradition alive. And you'll have to look at the movie in order to find out what the tradition is. All right, so
Yes.
Heather, go ahead.
Yes.
Tell everybody what your favorite part of the movie was if you
Yes.
had one.
Yeah, so on this particular movie, I'm not going to say I had a favorite part because it
Okay.
had a lot of good parts to it,
Mm,
and showing the different personalities and their
right,
relationship and how they support each other,
right.
and some stuff is really funny. Some stuff it seems very like ridiculous, but it's cute
Hmm.
and funny. So
Right,
remember, if you're watching this for entertainment's sake, so some
right,
things you would think like, okay. All right, that's a bit much. Yeah, in
right,
reality, but if you just look at it for entertainment purposes, it's a very
right,
light, a very
right,
nice movie.
right,
All these actresses together, I think, meshed
right.
really well, and
Yeah,
it was really good. And I like that, Tom Brady makes these little appearances throughout the movie,
right,
and you'll like Tara said, you'll need to watch it
right.
and because he produced it and he's in it and it's all about the Patriots, in the
That's
Super
right.
Bowl. But it was very nice, very lighthearted, and definitely a must see. I think for everyone. I think it's a good movie. And my husband saw it with me,
Right.
and he's very picky too. And I wasn't sure he wanted to watch it with me, because it's has the four older women. But he at the end he told me because that was very enjoyable. He enjoyed the movie too as
Yeah,
well.
I thought it was a very, very cute movie. I'm glad that we
Yes.
picked it. Once again, they were
Mhm.
women embracing women.
Yes.
They were supporting each other. That's why I picked it. So I'm
Yes.
glad. I'm glad that we did it. And hey, that's what we're just going to continue to do. We'll continue to pick subjects that are about women, that are about
Mhm.
family, things that we can discuss, and we'll just keep it moving. That's what we'll
Yes.
do. All right,
Yes.
so folks, look it. We got it done. I can't believe it, but look it. Me and Heather got it done under 20 minutes. We got it done.
Another
So
one under the
listen,
belt.
that's right. Another one bites the
We got it
dust.
done.
All right, so
Yes.
folks, listen, please, please, please like, share, and subscribe. www.jollystudios.com, jollystudios@gmail.com, and at Heather Mola. Please, please, please. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and have a good one. We'll talk with you
Thank
soon.
thank you
Goodbye.
for joining us.